Hi, I'm Tim Shaw, the host of Fifth Gear and Car SOS, and welcome to Leisure Drive. Now, I've recently had my van converted. I brought in a VW Transporter, very similar to this blue one behind us, and I've had it converted into an all-singing, all-dancing model like one of these down here. And I have to say, I spent months and months researching different companies around the UK who do conversions. And these guys here, in my opinion, are the absolute best. They've been doing it for just short of 50 years, and experience is everything. So what I've decided to do is do a little guided tour of the whole process from van through to completion. So let's go meet Paul. Paul, hello mate.
Good day.
Good to see you again. You all right?
Yeah, I'm good.
How you doing?
Yeah.
Right, okay, so I want to go through the whole process. What I want to do is actually explain the whole thing as I did when I came in with my van, everything I went through. So anyone watching this gets exactly the process and the sort of family feel, which I thought was so nice. And well, we're mates now.
Well, experience. Yeah.
Okay, so what's the first sort of step in the process of converting
First
a
thing
camper
we would
van?
do is check your vehicle.
Right.
Make sure it's safe, everything's okay, it's not been damaged, and everything is working fine and good on there.
Okay.
Then we would check your order that we're doing the correct thing with yourself. You choose the right wood, the curtains, the upholstery.
Right.
Go through that with you.
Well, let's have a little look at the sort of thing. I mean, there are two main sorts of vehicles, aren't there? There's the one here with the pop top.
That's right.
And then you've also got this one over here, which is the hard top.
That's
and
the high
sort of
top, yeah.
Permanently up. What's the difference between the two, other than obviously this is cloth? Why would you go for that?
More storage. It would restrict you on height barriers.
Right.
But there's not as many around these days anyway.
The next thing is the interior, and this is quite a personal thing, isn't it?
Yes, of course.
What can you give us inside a van?
Well, we can give you a fridge, cooker, sink, oven, grill, heating, pull-out bed, wardrobe, curtains, full camper.
It's just like being at home, isn't it? Yeah. Right, so this is the finished product. Let's go from starting through the factory, walk away around and come back to this. Come on, let's do it.
Right, Tim, first stage is to select your curtains, upholstery and furniture board.
Wow, okay, quite a selection there.
Yeah.
All hard-wearing stuff as well.
Good stuff, yeah.
Right, so I'd say I'd go for the grain or whatever. So you've got the actual colour of the worktops here, titanium worktop.
Yeah, and Norwegian, all Voring lightweight ply.
I've got to tell you, it's really light, isn't it?
It is, yeah, strong and light. It saves a lot of weight added to the vehicle.
And weight's everything, I know, with the whole 50
Yeah,
thing.
sure.
What you want to do is keep your car as light as possible.
Yeah.
And that is a lot lighter than MDF. A lot of companies out there use MDF, which just feels very heavy and very dense.
No
as
good,
it is.
no good in weight and no good for time. It will just deteriorate.
Fantastic. Right, okay, so we say we've chosen those. We've chosen a colour scheme and materials and what have you. What's the next stage?
Next stage is I'll take you through to Barry, where he's going to cut the windows and the roof out your van.
Okay, cool, let's go. I'll tell you what, I can't overlook these. These are actually the main reason I went with Leisure Drive, the safety. I've got two little girls, and obviously when I go off in the camper van with them, I want them to be safe. So first of all, the bed, crash-tested bed, which is very unusual, one of the only in the country. In fact, it's the best in the country. You've also got the 12-volt certificate for working with electricity. You've got the gas testing, which is absolutely crucial, and the 240 as well. And the most important thing for me, and something which many people overlook, is the insurance. You can't just take a van to anywhere and get them just to chuck MDF in the back of it and expect insurance companies to cover it. So Leisure Drive is a recognised company, and therefore when you ring them and say, hi, it's been made by Leisure Drive, it won't be a problem getting it insured. You couldn't think of anything worse, could you, than getting it all done by somebody else, going to insure it, can't get it insured. Stu, hello mate.
Hi Tim, how you doing?
Nice to meet you, all right? Right, this wasn't like this when it came out of the factory, right? So you've actually chopped the hole in the roof?
Yeah, well what we do is we chop the roof out, we put a steel frame in the front and back.
Okay. I'll tell you what, the appearance is something else you're concerned with, because you can tell right down from the underneath here, it's well, it looks like it's come out of the VW factory.
Yeah, we've got to finish it off with a quality that once it's been carpeted, we know it's up to a standard.
Yeah, okay, right. What else do you do then? So you chop the roof out, you reinforce it, you prime it. Will this reinforcement around the outside mean that it's as strong as it would be when it came out of the factory?
It's basically turning a flat sheet of steel into a box section, it's making it stronger.
Come on, thanks for that. Cheers, mate. Barry. Hello, mate.
How you doing?
How you doing?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
I'm putting a weather strip on the roof of the van.
Okay, right. So this is the roof that goes right on the top.
Yes.
Where's this made then?
In here, everything's made in-house.
This is all made in here,
Yes,
the fiberglass
everything,
roof?
Yes, yes.
Right, so take me through the process of this, because fiberglass just turns up in fiberglass
Yes, what
matting.
we do, we have all the roof moulds in the fiberglass department.
Right.
We gel the mould first,
Yep.
put the matting on, Andrew lays it all out. We put the frame in it to strengthen it, and then it gets carpeted.
And who does the carpeting?
Me, I do the carpeting.
Wow, so this is fantastic. I mean, it really is lovely quality. Okay, so this is almost done. The weather strip goes on. What's the next step once this is done?
The next step, once I put the weather strip on, is to put the awning cloth on.
Right.
And then it gets fitted onto the vehicle.
Have you got one you can show me?
Yes, yeah, no problem.
Okay, let's have a little look. Fantastic. I'll tell you what, Barry, the first thing that strikes me about coming in here is how different it is to the panel van when you just turn up. You know, with just metal windows and everything. I mean, this is fantastic. It feels so homely and cosy, and the attention to detail and quality is, well, it's second to none, which is great. And you do all the carpeting,
Yes,
right?
I've carpeted and trimmed all this van out.
How long does it take to do a van like this?
It takes, to get to this stage, what I've done here, it takes me a week.
A week?
4.5 days.
Right, okay, so the unusual thing for me is, and the first thing that strikes me is, I'm 6'5", and I can stand up, which is great.
Yes, all the way.
But the other thing as well is there would, if you want it, be a mattress here which drops down onto this lip.
Children's bed, yeah. Optional children's bed.
Right.
Which also goes up with the roof as well. Yeah.
Okay, all right, great stuff. So the next thing is what, the units?
The units, the furniture goes in the vehicle.
Can you show me some of those?
Yes, no problem.
Okay, let's go. Hi, Roy. How you doing?
All right. How you
You're head of toilets, are you? I didn't know these things had toilets fitted to them.
Just look round.
And you do your business
Yeah,
like
that's
that?
correct, yeah.
That's fantastic. Right, so all the furniture's going in this one?
It's having all its kitchen facilities down this side here.
Well, down the left-hand side?
Down the left-hand side. Microwave, sink, cooker. Here it's housing the fridge, Electrolux three-way fridge. And also up there it's having a locker. It's got a big wardrobe there, which is extra on this van because it's a long wheelbase.
Right.
At the front of the vehicle there, it's having 2 single beds. We also take the cab seats out of this van because it's having 2 separate seats in it that makes single beds. So
Who on earth comes up with this design? It's amazing how much stuff you've actually got in there.
Well, all of us, basically. Yeah.
All right, OK, well, I'll leave you to it, Ray. I'll leave you to your toilet duties, but sorry to interrupt, anyway. Nice to meet you. You're in charge of the furniture then, mate. All righty?
Hi.
Nice to meet you. So you guys make all this in-house, right?
Yes, we do.
I'll tell you what, the job you guys make actually of the unit on the inside, which should be the messy side, is actually as neat as it is on the outside.
Yeah, it's double-sided plywood from Germany.
So why have you got the aluminium lining on here then?
It's protection from fire. It's a fire-retardant coating.
Right,
So it's got to protect the gas bottle for at least 10 minutes.
This is all the stuff that a lot of other companies don't do and they don't talk to you about, which is crucial and actually potentially a life-saving modification.
That's right. And this is part 2, the sink and cooker unit.
OK, yeah, I recognise that.
Yeah, you'll find the sink and cooker in the top there.
Right, fantastic. OK, so there's an onboard water feed here. This is a sort of electrically operated sink there, isn't it? So that's good, that's clever.
Yeah, good, yeah.
And a SMEV oven as well. So you've got your 2 hobs there and also this oven here. They're the best on the market, aren't they?
They are, yes.
Right, OK, so this is a gas oven, right?
Gas oven.
So does that mean I could park up somewhere as long as I've got a gas bottle and a tank of water, and I can cook something in the oven, as you would do at home, and also cook something on the hob?
Absolutely.
Running water to do my washing up or have a drink?
No problem, absolutely.
What's in here? I'll tell you what, I do love these
That's
catches.
Just, yeah, the positive lock catches. Very good quality.
Yeah, and they kind of hide them out of the way when
Yeah. Of course, the other thing you can't see at the moment is the fridge.
OK.
Which, also works off gas.
So everything
Mains
is self-contained?
yeah.
So you could park up in the middle of nowhere and off your battery, which I guess is a different battery to the one the car runs off, right?
Yeah.
Right, so you could have everything powered off your gas and your battery. For how many days could you have cooking and running water and whatever?
Well, you probably have to fill up your little container with water, but I would say weeks.
Really?
Yeah.
Come on, thanks for that. Cheers, mate. Right, let me show you the finished thing inside. I mean, this is so different to how it was when you turn up with a van. You've got to love it. Right, so what have we got in here? I've shown you quite a lot of things. We've got LED lighting in here, all right, just little pickup pieces. You can turn these on and off here with the sort of master control here. We've got the oven there. We've got the hob there. We've got the sink there, all folded away nicely. And this is the Dometic fridge, which is apparently best in the business. It's got a little ice-cold box there. It's gas-powered or it's electric-powered. The most important thing, and this was advice by Derek, the guy who runs Leisuredrive, without a doubt, is to get a heater. This is a sort of heater that you can leave on at night. You can adjust the temperature perfectly, and it takes a feed from the diesel fuel and burns it, and just keeps it's very safe. Just keeps you toasty warm at night without having to leave the engine on in the car or the engine running. So you can lock yourself away and still be warm, even on the coldest nights. The other thing as well is this particular bed, crash-tested bed. I've got kids, so crucial for me. Being crash tested, you take the headrests out and then you flatten the bed out, and to be honest, I slept the night on this the other night, 2 adults, and it was perfect, plenty of space. You've also got this drawer under here, which is very usable space. You can stack that to the top, which is great, so you can put all your food in there. The other thing is you've got your curtains down here, and I'll tell you what, it was only the other night I was wrapped up in here with my 2 kids, curtains shut, heater on, time of my life. It was fantastic. One less thing to do. Cup of tea.
So, you happy with what you've seen today, Tim?
Yeah, more than happy, Paul. Thank you
Good.
for that. There really is only one place you want to get your van converted, and that is...
Leisuredrive.
One more time.
It's Leisuredrive.
And again.
Leisuredrive.
And again.
Come on.
They've had nearly 50 years of experience. That's got to be worth something.